Ms. Morphew here as we begin week 5. Remember, a good student will remember things, but a genius will take notes. In week 5 online, you're going to be continuing this independent exploration. You've just spent last week looking at videos and checking out resources about how to create an outline and how to organize your work so that it appeals with all of the ethos, logos, and pathos. This week, you're going to reach out and touch somebody and say, "Hey, librarian, hey, tutor, can you give me a hand?" And you'll also get to explore presentation technology. Last week, you were to finish by Sunday evening, when I'm recording this, a TED Talk 1, and I've seen so many wonderful posts. You've done a lot about the content of the different TED Talks that you've chosen for your first one, and I have seen some exceptional discussion and even reminders in replies from peer to peer that we need to talk about delivery that you're observing. Delivery includes all those wonderful things about facial expressions, specific hand gestures or body movements. How does the voice modulate? How is it controlled? I have to compliment a couple of folks have asked questions of their peers, so good job on that. The more you can respond with thoughtful, collegiate responses, the more likely that we'll have actual threads of discussion. So see week 5 course outline, and it'll list your videos and resources for exploring presentations and library sources and methods. I also am adding 2 vid links in our news with this link to this week's video and on the discussion. I think that I edited them today. They will perhaps help some of you who need a little extra guidance in actually creating your outline for next week for the informative speech. Kudos on the one I've already gotten in and given some feedback to. You'll need to turn in your informative outline next week before you do your speech, so I can give you some feedback based on my experience of grading all of these wonderful speeches and based on the rubric. Some of you have already posted in your base group the way that you keep your reflection journal. You've given yourself an A through F kind of grade because we all understand that, and you've either put down a quote or given, "Hey, I learned this," or offered an insight. That base group discussion is going to be important. Your peers are counting on you to participate in that post with a couple of replies. This week, I do want you to reach out to the librarians and to the Learning Center tutors. Take a risk, spend a moment, chat with them, and you're going to find that Roane State has so many resources that can be very helpful. As always, I'm happy to help as well. So thanks for all of you who keep your emails coming and your questions coming and your compliments coming. Keep that up. Again, as always, you're going to be doing a reflection journal, a dated journal of your thoughts and feelings about the content that you're covering or some connection you've made. If you're at Cumberland County, our campus has next to it, right there in the same parking lot, the Cumberland Business Incubator. The director of both our campus and the CBI is Holly Hansen. She's a certified business strategist, and she gives a lot of free advice as people build their business. There's a lot of resources there, from just putting a mailbox. You've taken your thing from your kitchen, your business from your kitchen table, and you just need a business address for having all your packages delivered or sent out, or all the way to renting suites. We've had hundreds of businesses grow through the Cumberland Business Incubator, and she helps businesses know what to do as they're getting out of that. You're allowed to call them. Bonnie Medano-Threet is there to give you a walkthrough and show you the Cumberland Business Incubator to answer your questions, and it relates to our informative. if you happen to be here, give Bonnie a call and see if you can take a tour. We also have our food pantry for Roane State Cumberland in that building. It's beautiful. And Holly Hansen was the first one to create a food pantry and get a great grant for that. We also have a maker space. So if you don't know what that is, it's worthy of checking out. It's available to you as a Roane State student. I'll remind you that our odd little office hours are on Tuesday and Saturday, but I will Zoom with you at any time that you need that I have available. So do feel free to email me or pop into the Zoom link that we have on Tuesday or Saturday, and I'll see you again. Keep those questions coming.